We have all seen the evidence, whether it be blue light emergency phones, pepper spray dangling from keychains, or crime bulletins posted on dorm hall doors. We've become numb to these objects on our college campuses, but they're all markers of the problem of sexual assault and a lack of nighttime safety. While these tactics are meant to increase prevention or awareness, their presence on campuses suggests that colleges have a disproportionately high threat of sexual assault.
On UK's campus, there are significant issues in both preventing cases of sexual assault and responding to these cases when they occur. However, UK students and the administration can improve their sense of campus security through a greater awareness towards prevention of sexual assault and a more invested approach towards their responses.
This issue is not new, as it has been present on college campuses for decades. While one of the earliest studies in 1987 found that 1 in 10 college women had experienced an attempted or completed rape in the previous 12 months, more recent studies have found that this number reaches up to 1/3 of women. In fact, one researcher expressed that if a college has 10,000 female students, the campus could experience more than 350 rapes in a year.
It is important to remember that behind each of these shocking statistics, there is an individual with a story, and these individuals experience the physical and mental effects of an attack long after it has occurred. In an open letter to a Title IX official, one victim of assault on campus writes, "So, as I sit here a year later, writing this letter to you, I can tell you with absolute certainty that the feelings don't go away. There isn't a day I don't think about it."
Sexual assault and issues of nighttime safety occur on all college campuses, including at the University of Kentucky. These problems cause fear and a lack of security for Kentucky students, and the stakes are high because we expect to feel safe at our home away from home. We talked to several UK students so that they could share their stories about nighttime safety. We first heard from Olivia Allen, a UK freshman who had a scary experience walking home one night.
I was walking back from my car. I park in the R2 garage, and I was walking back to Woodland Glen 5 from the grocery store, and I just felt like I was being followed. It's just an uneasy feeling. Like I kept turning around and seeing like a large man following me. He was a pretty far distance off, but it just felt very unsafe, and I didn't know quite what I would do. I know that there were the blue poles that I could possibly touch, but I didn't have my pepper spray or any kind of weapon on me, so I was pretty uncomfortable. But I just made it back to my dorm quickly, and I was totally fine. But it was just a little scary, and I just wish that there were a few more open opportunities for UK to be safer and be more aware about sexual assault and incidents like that.
Olivia's experience shows the danger that comes with walking home at night. Campus life should not operate this way, and UK can do better to promote safety and eliminate scary situations for students. We also heard from UK sophomore Aaron Benjamin, who was walking home at night with his friends and felt threatened in the middle of Central Campus.
We're crossing the street across from the library, the Willie T. Library, and we saw this guy over there, and he was just messing with the light fixture on the walkway up to the front of the library. He started unscrewing the light, and he threw it in the street, and we were quite scared, so we just had to run away. We didn't know what his intentions were or anything, so that was scary. Just having glass around the nearest blue light was on the other side of the library, so we would have to go past him to get it, which obviously wasn't a safe option. More blue lights can be put in, or more measures can be taken, just so we can avoid situations like that.
While most students feel that UK's campus is secure and they feel safe on a daily basis, it is important to understand that cases of sexual assault do occur and can happen to anyone.
While many students may believe that outside threats are the greatest threat to campus security, party culture and fraternities are largely responsible for sexual assault cases and other safety concerns. Because of this, systemic changes may be needed in order to reduce the occurrence of sexual assault and strengthen our response when these events happen.
Let's look into some of the existing ways that you can physically protect yourself and others from cases of sexual assault while out and about on campus.
One way to be safer on campus is to take advantage of UK's current preventative infrastructure. There are blue emergency lights posted all around campus that allow you to connect with campus police. So, if you find yourself in a dangerous situation, simply run to the nearest blue tower and call the police.
Another simple way to protect yourself is to carry protective equipment such as pepper spray or a whistle on your person when walking alone. Then, if in a dangerous situation, you can protect yourself and safely escape the area.
While these ways are somewhat successful in preventing sexual assault cases from occurring, one of the best ways to prevent these types of situations is to never be alone in the first place. Finding friends or at least a buddy to walk home with greatly improves your safety and is a great preventative measure that is easy to practice.
These were some of the ways that you can protect yourself on the daily, and next we will discuss some of the ways that the administration can improve on their current policies towards sexual assault.
Many have believed that crimes such as sexual assault and rape are simply individual wrongdoings. However, the issue of these crimes is persistent due to administration's poor handling of these cases and lack of proper prevention. Students in the administration can improve their responses to sexual assault cases while simultaneously learning better practices for prevention.
Sexual assault is a multifaceted issue, but it is particularly prominent within Greek life. Sexual assault cases at frat parties can be better prevented through methods used at other universities. At San Diego State University, sexual assault cases have been lowered through the use of sexual assault prevention workshops that all incoming pledges are required to participate in.
Greek life and party culture are undoubtedly a major source of sexual violence at Kentucky. By implementing a similar program for UK fraternity pledges, the wave of sexual assault can be stopped at the source and we can systemically improve our campus policies regarding sexual assault and safety.
Another way to improve UK's policies could be to rework the alcohol EDU and sexual assault prevention modules. These modules are sent to incoming undergraduate freshmen over the summer via email, but there is a great likelihood that students do not check their emails over the summer, even with follow-up reminders. We suggest that the university should place a hold on a student's account for course registration until they complete the modules. This will ensure that everyone completes these sexual assault prevention courses. Another alteration would be to make these courses recurring, meaning that students would need to repeat the modules before every school year. These changes to the university's current policies will increase sexual assault awareness and leave students better equipped to prevent these cases from occurring.
Another resource on campus that we feel should be utilized by more students is the VIP Center, specifically the Green Dot program. The Green Dot program was designed by a former director of the UK VIP Center. This program effectively reduces sexual violence by promoting self-reporting of campus assault cases. The Green Dot system plots points on a map where each red point marks a case of sexual assault where bystanders failed to get involved, while a green dot represents a choice by an individual to promote safety and prevent a case of sexual assault from occurring. It teaches students about bystander intervention, and while this program is effective and a great source for students to become better situational thinkers in the face of sexual violence, awareness for this resource is lackluster, and its impact could be increased with a greater knowledge of its presence on campus.
While we have mainly focused on ways that the university can improve preventative methods for sexual assault, it is also important to acknowledge that UK can improve its response towards victims after an incident happens on campus.
While the University of Kentucky offers many resources related to the prevention of and response to sexual assaults on campus, they are not always promoted enough. One of the few places that we have seen these resources advertised together was in an email from the UK Police Department. Earlier this semester, the police department sent out an email after a student reported being sexually abused while walking back to their residence hall. This email included resources related to prevention, including a link to request a Green Dot training and phone numbers to call to request a student safety escort. The email also included information about the VIP Center and the Title IX office where the victims can report their incidents. To conclude, the email also proclaims that sexual assault is never the victim's fault. The only person responsible for sexual misconduct is the perpetrator. The problem is that the university only stands with victims and promotes resources related to sexual assault after an incident has occurred. Rather than waiting for these incidents to occur, we suggest that the university should preemptively promote the proper resources to increase awareness of this problem.
Another factor that plays into response to cases of sexual assault is the criminal justice system. Many colleges have a mix of underdeveloped sexual assault response policies, unqualified individuals taking the reins on each case, and even conflicts of interest that prevent justice from being served. Because of this, perpetrators are allowed to stay on campus and walk the streets with their victims.
One victim of assault wrote about her experiences in a letter to a top UK Title IX official. In the letter, she expressed her frustration with the Title IX office due to her rapist being permitted to stay at UK, even after admitting to assaulting her. This is unacceptable. The criminal justice system at UK is flawed, and it's extremely difficult to solve systemic issues like this. However, by working together to highlight the mishandling of sexual assault cases at UK and bringing these problems to the public light, we can ensure that victims of sexual crimes will receive their justice and be able to heal from their trauma.
Sexual assault is a common issue across college campuses, including here at UK. Existing methods designed to prevent sexual violence and address the aftermath include blue emergency lights, alcohol EDU modules, the VIP Center, and the Green Dot program. While these are somewhat effective already, we can improve our sense of campus security by making these facilities more prominent on campus and being more vocal as students about cases of sexual assault that are mishandled. By investing in more education on this topic and a more thorough response process, we can improve individual safety at the University of Kentucky.